Hello, 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 hello. Oh my gosh, this is the best angle we've ever had. Martin, this angle is awesome. Why don't you open up your phones? You can read comments too. But remember that they lag. This is so good. I'm going to need a hat on to keep my hair out of my face. It is warm. Warm in the kiln. It is a hot one in here now. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be roasted. I have a little fan. I'm going to keep my hat on. This isn't my hat, but no, that doesn't work. Well, I'm going to be a mess. That's okay. Hello. So I want to start by saying thank you for coming, and I hope that you registered. If you didn't register, you're not going to be in for a free prize. I'm doing a drawing for a free prize. So this is what's going on right now. Honey, can you come see what temp we're at? Here, I set a chair there for you, babe. What temp?
1557.
We're at 1557 degrees, and you should be able to see all the action. The hot molten glass is up there melted. It's getting ready to come down. Now, what I put in there was a big pot that looks like this. It's all filled, all different kinds of glass. Oh, this is for birch trees. So this melts in the kiln, and then we pull it out the bottom. When we pull it out the bottom, and this kiln is called a vitragraph kiln. So when we pull it out the bottom, we get a couple different kinds of things.
Cambria is excited, and Jamie's just sent you finger hearts and tiny writing.
Thank you. These are called stringers, and this is COE 96 fusible glass that we've now created motion in. Wavy, it's awesome. Hi Pat, hi everybody. So this one had all different colors in it. This one was really, really cool. I'll use this a lot at Christmas, before Christmas. And we sell this stuff too to other glass artists, to crafters. So when this starts, and the flow is about to start any moment now. So when the glass flow starts, I'm gonna put on safety gear. Where's my goggles?
Glasses are behind you.
I'm gonna wear safety glasses. Get those up here now. And I'm gonna wear gloves, and I have shoes on. But when the glass first starts coming out, we're gonna be able to make twists like this. So these are glass sticks that I need to do some of these for fall too. These are oranges and reds. So we can twist it. You can write with it. Vitragraph, sorry about that. Vitragraph translates, it's from Latin, isn't it? It means...
I think you said it was Latin,
writing with glass. So you can definitely write with glass. So we're going to first start with the twisties. We're going to move into strings like this, strings of glass like this. And finally, when we're at the end of it, we can tell when that pot's going to be empty. We can't look up in there because that is impossible to do. I guess you could take the lid off the kiln. I'm not climbing up the ladder and taking the lid off of a 1500 degree. So when you get to the end, these come out. These are so cool. Oh my gosh, Morton, I need to use these. These are called hollows. And here, honey, Morton made this one. It's ginormous. It's humongous. So this is the length that I'm going for. And I'm getting ready out of this one. I'm making a starburst. But these are all hollows. So what you do with this glass is you fuse it into other things, because when it's coming out of the kiln, when it comes out like this, it's not annealed, so it's not strong enough yet. So
Ari's saying hello and Cambria's saying neat process.
And we do it in all different colors. You'll see just in a minute what color we're pulling tonight. And the glass is just about coming down. Do you want to pull it out, honey, or do you want me to start it? I'll start it
if you want. Hi there, Mara.
Martin does like starting it, but I think I'll start it tonight. I'm sitting here, he's sitting there. You have to get on your safety. Get on your safety gear. Get goggled up. I had a close call today with not with safety glasses, and thankfully I had them on. Some tools that I work with are hemostats. These clamp onto the glass. The weight of it will pull the glass down. We can twist it. And these aren't the scissors that we use to cut it. We use these ones, babe. These ones are great for cutting it because they have a spring. So I will be cutting glass with these. And our son gave us this countertop here. He cut it out for his sink. There's the curved hemostats too. I'm not
like that.
Yeah, we used to have a magnetic strip here. I'm not into using the curved ones. I think you like the curved ones, don't you, honey?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got to be careful because sometimes when you're doing this, sometimes your pots will break. And I only use made in Italy clay pots. The other ones they just shatter. So the Italian made pots, if you can find pots made in the US, they're okay too. They're hard to find. Don't know why. So that's how that starts. So now the first thing I'm doing is going to start this plug. It's glass. What temp are we at, honey?
1590.
1590. Ooh. That should be there. I wish I had a blowtorch to hit the bottom of it. Honey, it's hard.
Yeah.
No, it's hard. The bottom of it's hard.
Right. Would you want to talk to people and I'll see if I can get it started?
Martin's better at coaxing it. Babe, wear these. Wear these. I have Martin's phone, so ask away. It's a little delay. Oh, I know what I can do too. I can do this. I can turn you around. Flip. Mrs. Doyle's out there working. Ooh. I just sat down and I sat like way down. I'm going to hold you in my hand because I want to be able to show you what he's doing. So up in there, what happens is the glass, you gotta coax it out of there. You gotta. Because what happens when it comes down and the air hits it and it gets a little cooler, like you can see it's 1598 degrees right now. That's hot. Honey, maybe let's wait till 16. I think it goes up to 1650. Yeah, that glass ring. I gotta put it in the kiln. This stuff is really neat. And I put a mirror back there, but right now it's just Martin getting this going. Honey, it's still going up. It's 16:01. Look at my firing schedule and see what the top temp is. I think I have it at 1650. It's right above you on that piece of glass on the shelf. What's it say? Does it say 1650?
1675.
Okay, let's just wait a moment. We're going to give it a minute. That's why it's so hard. Here, honey. There's your phone. So I'll show you some of the things. It climbs fast. This is a fast climbing kiln. It's a thank you. It's a high fire kiln. I'll show you. And we got this kiln. I got this off of Facebook. High fire kiln.
Oh no, that's scars.
Works great.
Surgery.
Oh yeah, he had his vein taken out when he had his heart attack. Show him your arm, honey.
Yeah, that's scars for the surgery.
He doesn't have
for the shoulder now.
He doesn't have a vein there, so they can't get a pulse from that hand anymore.
Artery,
yeah, they took his artery. So once this is fused down, like vitragraph, this vitragraph in here, that's tiny little bees. Can you see the shape of those? So we'll take the glass when it comes out of the kiln like this. We'll take it and we'll fuse it again in the kiln to have it look like this. So it turns into a beautiful piece of jewelry. Let me get it in front of a good light for you. This stuff, it's so super, super tactile, and every piece is so different, just because that is the nature of it. This was one that we made with reds and oranges. I'm going to take some of those over there. 1611, it's going up. And you know how I've talked about how when we're doing kiln work, when we're coming down from the other kiln where that's all loaded now, when we're coming down, you have to hold it to anneal it. This kiln works in reverse. Bandit, thank you for that. This kiln, on the way to heating it up, oh, and this one has an eye inside of it. I made an eye inside of this one. I need to slice those because I'm getting ready to do some dragons, and they're perfect dragon eyes. But on going up with this one, you have to hold it on the way up. You can see they all look different. Let me say something like that. I particularly like this one. That's so cute. Okay, do you pull it out? It doesn't just drop. You have to coax it. Once you get it coaxed, it's like getting that honey flowing. Once you get it coaxed, you can't really stop it. And then it does just come, it just does keep coming out. I do a lot of memorial fuses with ashes, with vitragraph that we've pulled. Yeah, it's like pulling taffy. I'm going to turn back to Morton because Morton likes to coax it before. We always get restless and we want to get it going before. It does take a minute though.
Almost.
I do memorial fusing. People typically, well, like I have my window that has my mom's ashes in it, and I put them in a heart, like with glass, and my mother-in-law's ashes are there as well. It's there's like a special package that I have to send to get ashes. Hello, Juanita and Ms. Boss Lady. I do that too. But you look up whoever you want to look up. And there's lots of people that do it. Martin's going to pull a glass out the bottom. Hello, Angelia. This is the cemetery studio. Because you can see the cemetery out there. Honey, it's 6:23. Wait till around 6:50. And this is up the stage. Yeah, I love looking up at my mom's heart and my mother-in-law's heart. I mean, in ashes. I don't have their hearts up there. Babe, I'm looking at you.
Mm-hmm. It's getting soft.
Getting soft. Okay. And we're at 1625 now. Another 25 degrees. And we are there. Another 25. And it does go quick. We're at 27. And I do have a lot of, I love making jewelry out of this. I have some really cool twists right now in the kiln. I can't tell you why. It's a Halloween box surprise. Yeah, everything you see in this church, if it's stained glass, I made that. We never hear things at night. It's very, very peaceful. Super peaceful in here. Look at Martin laughing.
What was that?
Why are you laughing? Martin's tapping on that.
What did he?
What do you want to see, Fostered? This guy? There he is. We're at 1631 any second now. It's going to be showtime. It's hard judging because glass, different kinds of glass, melt at different times. Martin is adorable. He loves this part of it. Oops. As long as he doesn't knock my pot over. Oh, there. That's a pattern piece of glass. It's in lead. It's in a U channel. You picked out a window for the pumpkin already. Yay! Gonna face the street. The pumpkins are coming out so good. Purple fairy lights around it. Lovely. That'll look beautiful. What you doing there, honey?
Yeah.
Playing? Honey, grab a box behind you. Don't knock over a thingy. Grab a box behind you and look at the just grab a tub. Pick a tub, any tub. We sell this to
Glass straws.
Yeah, oh, these are great. These are glass straws, not to drink out of, but to fuse with. These ones are perfect for making leaves and things. Look at, oh my gosh, all the different shapes. Thank you, honey. That whole shelf and the shelf behind it is all filled with that.
And that's one sort of red and white candy.
Yeah, this one is a Christmas one. I love doing the candy cane ones, and these ones, when you cut them, they become something called murrine. And when you cut them, they look like little pieces of peppermint. He might be gonna go now. It might go now. 1640, honey. 1640 is the temp. He's getting ready to pull 1641 degree glass out of the kiln. The plug's coming now. Once the plug comes out, honey, don't make any of them long. Once the plug comes out, the plug sometimes is my favorite piece. And it'll be glowing red. Can you see it? There it comes. You gonna twist any? That's the plug. This is this glass is called vitragraph. So he's making a blob right now. The first thing that comes out is a blob. Cut him and start pulling some others and twisting. There's some great variation. Cut. Oh, Morton, hurry. Oh my gosh. No, that's plastic, honey. That's the metal. Okay. All right. We're going to switch positions now. Stop, Martin. Stop. I smell wood burning. Honey, you burnt that. Oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to... Honey, no. No. Don't put any more towards us. Oh my gosh. Morton, he was trying to show us, and instead he burnt the table. Burnt the table, and babe, straight in front of you is the pan, as it always is. I'm going to put my phone up here so I can jump up there if I need to. It will burn a hole in your floor. It will burn the church down. And I don't usually like Morton to do it because Morton does stuff like that. He's tried to burn wood, but he tried to wrap it around a wooden stick. It's so hot, it will burn. Oh, it'll burn the church out. But not today. Not today it won't. Don't check, honey. Let's switch. Please. I'm terrified. You're scaring me. Give me my gloves, babe. Give me my gloves. Thank you. It's super hot because it's that temp. Babe, sit right there and you can read on my phone. Turn that off so we'll get better connection. Switch your phone off and then you can read comments in real time. And honey, I'm sorry, I don't want to yell at you, but I don't want it to be an issue.
Morton, don't worry, you're in her kitchen. Angelia
Yes, that's so true.
That glass is really hard when you go to snip it, by the way. That's why I dropped it.
Oh, that's gonna be a bird. That's gonna be the big bird. I love that you're in my kitchen. That's so true. That's so true. I love Martin, but I get heart palpitations when he does this. Honey, I don't think you understand how hot it is. And I'm looking for a nice, consistent width of my cane that I'm pulling. That's lovely. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous, Martin.
Yeah.
These colors are gorgeous together. I hope they stay nice and separated like that.
Everybody's gone quiet.
You guys thought that I did not know how to yell at Martin.
Everybody, I would never see this in my lifetime if it wasn't for you guys, says Lauren. Go to Wertheim, there's a glass museum there you can watch, Lauren.
They don't do this, honey.
No, that in particular, but they do hot glass stuff.
Oh, Martin. Oh, Martin.
Lauren's in Germany.
Oh, yes. Wertheim.
So I'm saying that's not Wertheim. You could do glass icicles for your Christmas tree. You have done. I would never think this is how glass is made, says Beauty for Actually. Bandit says they're 50 and never even heard of this. Yes,
Wow.
it's a process to make like really thin pieces to use when you're fusing and stuff, because you can't cut anything that fine and you get a lot better lines, the thicker lines, than if you're trying to paint them or controlled.
And I have just a minute or so, not a minute.
Yeah, when it comes out the kiln,
seconds to manipulate it.
Yeah, when it's coming out the kiln, it's actually bright red, and amazing. It cools down so quick because that's blue and what?
It's not blue.
What is it?
It's creams, browns, reds. I didn't see any blue in there.
It's actually glass that's being used. It's the glass that Priscilla uses in the fused glass. You cut it into pieces and you form it. It's almost like making taffy. You form it, you layer it up to make the patterns that you want, and as it melts and comes out the bottom, it forms the shapes that you want to make. And that's where, if you form intricate patterns, you can actually get it flowing out the bottom, making like little butterflies and things like that.
And squigglies.
And squigglies and flowers and everything. Lauren says, forbidden Laffy Taffy. Yeah, you wouldn't want to try eating a bit of that.
No.
That's why on the back wall we've got the concrete board, and the wall to the left's the solid the brick chimney breast, and the floor we've got like a barbecue mat like a fireproof barbecue mat, so that if any of the pieces of glass do land on the floor, they can cool down and hopefully not set fire to anything. That was a pretzel.
That's the key.
Yeah, Amanda loves your life.
I'll tell you what, we're lucky.
And the keys, we've got like leather stuff there, like Priscilla wearing the apron. She's got the safety goggles, and like I switched my glasses out for actual like safety glasses with side shields, and wearing gloves. And it's amazing how quickly things can go awry. Like the first piece I got, because it was too thick, because I was pulling the plug, the glass was still solid, and what are they things? Hemostats weren't clamped properly to the glass. When I cut it at the top, when it jarred as it cut, it jumped out the hemostat and ended up flying across the table. So it's all stuff like that you've got to be aware of. Angelia loves the curls. Thanks for following, Penny J.
Yes, follow. I know the thickness that I want too in this.
Yeah, you can warm it back up and manipulate it if you use a blowtorch. And that's the whole thought. What this is like an intermediate process. She forms these shapes, then cuts them to sizes and pieces that she wants to use for when she's making like I don't know if the person's asking the question, I don't know if you've seen the fused glass pictures that she's made. That's where she gets the pieces to make the twigs, the arms, the witches' brooms and things like that. That's what you use these pieces to form. Shay says, you guys are my hidden gem on TikTok. No, beads are made differently. You use a blowtorch. That's
called flame work.
Flame work is what they use to make beads, and they do it round, I think it's a steel shaft you do that round, isn't it? and it's sort of done on the shaft and then pulled off. Can you make a heart shape? Shirley's asking.
Maybe.
Yeah, with the torch. Awesome, says Lauren.
The dry time in this, or the cool time, is pretty fast.
How do you know when you get to the end? What starts to happen is, as it's flowing out the hole, at the moment, because it's full, everything's flowing out the centre, so you get solid pieces coming out. But as the straws that Priscilla was showing you, as it starts to go empty, when it gets down to maybe the last half-quarter inch of glass in the pot, air starts going down through the middle and it starts to form straws. And that's when it gets difficult to pull, because you have to do it really, really slowly, because they shatter quite easily. And you have to be quite patient. So for about the last maybe 20 minutes, it will be straws that you're pulling. It's got a hole in the bottom of the kiln. It's a ceramic pot. I don't know if you can show them the ceramic pot. So it's like a ceramic flower pot.
Can you see it?
Filled with chopped pieces of glass in a kiln that has a hole in the bottom of it. And as it melts to the temperature to melt the glass, it melts and flows out the bottom of the kiln. And as it cools, it forms the rods that you want. So the faster you pull it, the thinner and skinnier the rods.
Yeah.
If you pull it slowly, you can make them about the size of a pencil. Lauren says it's like an episode of How It's Made.
Now this one will be fat. This is a little blob coming out. I love them. I love that little blob. I love that. If you let it just build up, that's what happens.
It doesn't. It becomes empty. Once it starts flowing, you've got to let it float, or you can turn off the heat, and once it cools down, it'll stop flowing. After about, probably 5 minutes, with the heat off, it would stop, wouldn't it? But until it cools down, the glass would keep flowing out the bottom.
Where's my little pipe at? My little copper pipe for doing twirlies.
I'm not sure where you put that.
You can make little circles easy.
Would steel work?
No. I'm going to make some more twisties, honey.
I don't know where that would have got put. Do you want me to go and find one?
No.
Yeah, they do come and visit. It's a while since they've been, though.
Who?
My family.
Oh, yeah, it's a long while.
Cassandra says, wife and husband of many talents.
I love that one. Put you up there. We like doing things, don't we, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I'm so glad my wrist feels better now. It hurt from
what was that? The glass or the comment?
What is it?
I'm not sure what that was. Foster says the glass or the comment. I'm not sure what it was referring to.
We're doing different colors now. Different colors are happening now. I like to clamp these down. Twisty, twisty, twist. And pull. And guess what? The lady that I bought this kiln from, she had never used it, had she, Martin? She was scared to use it.
Bandit's been asked if you make candy canes. Yeah, she got it in Foster.
Yeah.
It sat in her room for a while, didn't it?
Yeah. She had bought it used. She was scared to give it a try. This is addictive. This is maybe the most addictive kind of glass to do. Look, there's a P. Martin.
Yep.
I should make an M now. I love doing lamp work beads too. Once I get this bench set up here, I'll do lamp work beads and show you how to do that. That's super fun. I just like to kind of shape it a little bit to give it a little something something. Was that your phone, Miles?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's nothing.
Was it the dentist?
No. I think it's...
You have to be careful though, because this stuff is fluffy and hard and hot.
Why do you shape it if it's just going to be fused into another piece of glass?
Because I can't cut curves like this.
It's to get unusual shapes to use in the other pieces.
Shapes. Look, I'll get a long one here and show you what I mean.
It's when she chops them up into all the different pieces, you can use them for like an arm or a leg or
They're not straight. Like I can't cut glass into those shapes. Organic shapes. And somebody asked about a heart. I'm looking. There's a little heart.
Yeah, once they're cool, they're solid glass again, and then you use them in the other glass pieces that she's making, like when she's making like the witches or the hedgehogs or things like that.
Oh, this bulb is so beautiful right here. Oh my gosh. Look at that, honey. Like for making flowers, I could never cut glass that way.
Gypsy says relaxing. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. I like to just give them nice curves. And you only have a little bit of time to play with those curves. This one is beautiful though, for the colors just staying so true and pure in it.
Yeah, once it's fused, it melts down and it'll lie flat on the fused glass piece, and becomes the pattern that she wants.
And if I cut it,
I don't know how to zoom in on Priscilla's phone, and I'll end up logging out by mistake. So
I'll come do it. Oh, this little extra bit of flat stuff there.
That was to stop stuff bouncing in on the shelf.
I know, it's annoying though. This is how you zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah, you know what happened if I tried that.
They're big.
Shirley says you're such a talented artist.
Thank you. I just love doing everything.
Yeah, there's no two pools that are the same.
No.
Unless you're just doing straight. But even at that, they're different because of the mixture of glass that's in the pot.
And I like to, it's going to flip on me.
Jack of all trades, says Lauren.
Look at that one. Oh, you're beautiful. You are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
And we also have a tool that we made up to chop the long pieces up into small pieces, and you can lay them out on the kiln shelf to make little bead pieces to use on the, like for jewellery or for decorative pieces on the the pictures that she's making, like to use for making eyes and things like that.
How does it look now? Are you guys seeing this better?
They're asking if you're able to see the hole that it's coming out of, but again, I'm not really want to play with the phone.
It would be dangerous to show you. It would be very dangerous to show you because it's filled with hot molten glass. And I switch hands. I go from left to right because it's very tiring, isn't it, honey?
Mm. It's more like it's sore on the back.
Yeah, and I also will stand and then sit for part of it.
Yes, much better. Cambria says it's perfect where you are.
Okay, great. There's an M. There's your
So
M,
it is, yeah. Or a W, depending on which way up you hold it.
Yeah. There's an R.
That one was really red hot, they're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, you can start to really see the colors will come out red hot and then they cool down. So I'm going to clamp on and let it there. And then I twist. I like a combination with twisty canes and just straights.
Barb's saying you could do candy canes for Christmas stained glass.
Absolutely.
How many pans of these will you get out? It's pretty much what's in the plant pot.
Well, I do this pool is gonna be I'm gonna show you this.
Yeah, if you don't cut it, it'll go down, but it becomes really too long and like pretty dangerous piece of glass because it can drop and shatter all over the place.
That one, I squished it flat a little bit, just to get some different looks. But our glass is changing color now.
Laurie's saying Heidi Ho, Huliston family.
Hello. How are you?
It's what you tend to find is it's about halfway down the rod would snap because up the top where it's molten, it'll not snap off. But as it cools halfway down the rod when you're trying to handle it, it'll snap.
So I typically do 2 different pans. So I'll have my thin ones like this.
Erica's saying, I think it's so cool everything you guys do. Love it.
Thank you.
I would assume it's stainless. It's they're hemostats we got at, I think, Harbour Freight.
I gotta get myself adjusted. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Much better.
But Priscilla likes those ones because you can clamp the handles, but I don't know if you can see them. Oh no, you can't see them on the wall. We've got like pairs of the long pliers, but they can be awkward to use because with them not clamping, if you don't get a good grip, you can drop the piece of glass on them.
Well, these ones have a nice long handle too.
Yeah, they're quite handy if you're needing tools. That was where we got the glass chop. It was actually for tile, but it works really well for the glass. And we got quite a few different tools for using with it there. And sometimes as well for the beginners they're good because with them not being super expensive, if you get tools and find you like doing it, you can move up, but without spending a lot of money, you know.
You know that really thin glass straw that I make, that I use in pictures? That's how I make it. This is it. I'm still getting that super cool twist. Oh, he's a really good one. He's got a tiny, tiny little bit on him.
That's where we were lucky. The shelf we got, it was a good one from, I think, Lowe's. It was one of the craftsman ones with the metal shelves that we were able to adapt. And having the adjustable shelves, so you can put it to what height you need. And I cut the hole in the one shelf to have the kiln sitting on. It works really good. Priscilla's making vitragraph. It's molten glass coming out of a terracotta pot to make like squiggly shapes, straight pieces, thin pieces, thick pieces, is for using in the fused glass process. What is Priscilla's most favourite project to do? Glass, you're being asked.
The current project I'm working on is always my favorite. I'm very much an in-the-moment person. I can't find joy in something else when I'm having so much joy here. I never think about my next crafty thing. I just get in that moment.
Yeah.
I think we miss out on a lot by not being in the moment.
Yeah. Janice is saying, I worked in surgery. She's using a surgical clamp. Yep, it was hemostats that we got at Harbour Freight. They work really well for the process. Even I can't remember what the set was in, but for seeing what's happening at the start of the process, we've got like they come in one of the sets, it's like got the little dental mirror type thing for like looking to see up. But the scissors that she's using, they're like heavy duty Fiskars ones.
These are great.
I think you've got links for them, haven't you? Or have you got links for the scissors?
You know, I don't know that I do. I need to put a link in our Amazon for that because those are amazing. So if I just put that on here, it will come down on its own as the glass gets heavier.
You can like lay the pieces of flat glass in the kiln to make it form petals in the tube as it's coming out, or like little butterflies and things like that.
Ladybugs, dragonflies, anything. You make anything.
Yeah, that's what you see. That it's almost like when they make
Milleflora.
I can't remember what you call it in America. We call it rock in Scotland. It's like the candy that has like when you break it, it's got the patterns on the inside of it. Yeah, this kiln's dedicated to the glass pooling. This one's actually a good kiln. When we bought it, it came with a very we've got a different bottom for it without the hole.
Yeah, there's like a jewelry collar on
if the other kiln broke down, we do have the option that it's a lot smaller than it, but we could use it as a standard kiln, and we also have a mid section for it that can be used for bead making because it's got like a little door in it. That because some of the bead making you do with blow torches, but other bead making it's like you put the rod in a kiln.
You do it with a blowtorch, but then you put it in the kiln.
Oh, you keep it in the kiln to keep it warm.
To anneal it.
All right.
There's a little heart.
Paloma says they didn't realise you were as serious about it. They love that.
Oh, I'm serious about my arts and crafts.
Yeah, the other thing we do as well is we made we like MacGyvered our own machine using a kitchen grinder, a blender kind of thing with some stainless steel sheet to make our own frit, because the ground glass that Priscilla uses when she's making the pictures, you break up pieces of you see the small pieces of glass that she showed you putting in the pot, you smash up those and you put them in the grinder and you grind it up, and then she's got, I think it's 4 different grades of sieve that you put them through, and you get it from like heavy grade grit to like fine sand to use for different levels in the picture. What's the difference between the pan on the left and the one on the other pan you're being asked? Oh, that wasn't good. I can't see what pan they're talking about.
Oh, wow. It burnt through my sleeve, but it didn't burn me.
That was lucky.
That's very lucky.
You can't even smell it. It's like a bit being the nylon. It just must have closed the hole. It's lucky that black stuff's down there.
Yeah, I'm looking to make sure it's not setting anything on fire.
Is it on the black thing?
Look. It burnt through my sleeve.
Oh yeah. Is it on the black thing? It's not on the vinyl.
Oh. I truthfully can't see it. I think I hear it. That was close. It is dangerous.
Gail was asking about the pans. I don't know what pan on the left and pan on the right.
Oh, I'm putting bigger, heavier pieces over here and lighter ones in here. So this one, that one's getting lighter ones in it. Wear your gloves, definitely. The heavier ones are in here. Heavier pieces are in here.
Did that piece go to the floor?
Yeah, baby, it's gotta be on the floor. And I'm putting my lighter, skinnier pieces in here.
It looks like red licorice.
Yeah.
What are you making? Says Fire Baby. Pam says sorry about your shirt. Glad you're not hot. And I missed who it was, but they says to be safe, put aloe on your skin.
Oh, there's nothing there. I'm not burnt. It's all good. Let's get this guy out of here. Let me get my glasses back on.
It gets used in the fused glass process. It gets broken up into smaller pieces.
This is a gigantic one.
It gets broken up into smaller pieces to be used.
Oh my gosh, he's so beautiful.
When making pictures and jewellery and things like that in the fused glass process. It's molten glass coming out.
Though.
What?
I do smell
something. I think it's on the vinyl. Is it on the black thing or is it gone onto the floor?
Can you smell burning?
No, I can't smell anything.
It's not on the vinyl. Definitely not on the vinyl.
Right, then it has to be on the black thing or on the shelf, one of the two.
Well, the shelf is metal. That's all terracotta. So that's
I can't see it.
Maybe I'm just now smelling my shirt.
Yeah, probably your shirt you're smelling, but I don't see the piece of glass.
I don't either.
It must have been onto the shelf.
Tell you what.
Could you pass that flashlight? It's hanging on the post.
Honey?
I was going to have a look on the floor, see that it's going down there.
Later. I don't smell it now. It was probably that. I was welding once and I set my hair on fire. That smell I just smelled was not hair burning though. I'll look in the mirror and make sure my hair's not on fire. Remember, honey?
Angelia says they can't smell anything.
Remember the night before our wedding when I burnt half my hair off?
Yeah.
In
Fire Baby says, can't wait to see what they're doing. Pat says your shirt. Foster but not Morton says, wow, and she's afraid of Morton. She's not afraid of me.
We're not afraid of each other. We're good to each other. We love each other. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Morton's the most amazing creature on the world. I could never be afraid of him. Only one thing scares me about Morton, and that's Morton gets sick.
I meant doing the pooling, they're saying.
I am scared of that. Just Because you can see how quick something can happen. And I've just done it a lot more than Martin. It does not mean I'm better at Martin. But Martin, since his surgery, Martin is like really forgetful about little things, aren't you, babe? Honey.
What?
Since your surgery, you're very forgetful about little things.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like, you got to keep your wits about you.
Yeah.
For this.
Or Martin hurting himself.
Yeah, I don't want Martin hurting himself ever, never, ever.
See, if you pull it down and go back to the top, you can cut it and keep the pieces straight.
Huh?
Pull it down, go back to the top. When you cut it, you can keep the pieces straight.
What are you talking about, honey?
Right, draw it down, let go.
Yeah.
And go back to the top of the clamp and cut it at the top.
Honey, that's why it breaks off for you, because that...
No, like, cut it above the clamp, right?
Yeah, I know, honey. I don't do it this way.
Right, and then by the time you put it down, it's nice and straight.
You and I have different techniques.
Angelia says they've been forgetful after the surgery. It's frustrating, but it'll take... They say your memory can be shot for about a year.
Yeah. Like, there have been a couple things Martin has been, like, looking for or doing or whatever, right there. And he's not, there's no point taking a chance on him being hurt.
Lion's mane mushroom is great for memory.
Huh.
And brain health. I have to tell you to shush, says Bandit.
Why?
Looks a little bit like surgery, says Bucky. Wendy, you know you're done. It'll start to straw, and then it's like you just got to keep pulling until it finishes. Once the pot's empty is when you know it's done. Our synaptic nerves will find new pathways. It is glass, yeah, Randy. Yeah, it's completely hollow in the middle. I can't really show you any just now because it's behind Priscilla. But the pot, when it's completely full, it's like solid glass that pours down through the hole. But as it becomes empty, when it gets to about the last half inch in the pot, air starts to like flow down the sides, and it's like air gets into the center, so it starts to form a straw. Because there's not enough glass in the pot for it to stay solid. Oh, you got lights.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mandalorian.
Oh, Mandalorian, how are you?
Oh, Cambria and
there's a candy
others
cane.
Contributed to the live goal. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Hanging lights. Thank you.
Random times during the pool, I just like to do some twist because the color, how I pack my pots, I pack them with different colors. So the twists get you different things. So I like to do twists.
They're saying it's cool to see.
It's super
Well, you're
cool.
at 20,000 likes.
Wowza! Thank you. I'm gonna put this up on our YouTube channel after. Because I get asked a lot of times about vitragraph. You can really learn a lot. Like, looky. That's one of the first rods. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's the one I dropped.
Can you see it in the phone, honey?
Yep.
You weren't looking.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, so that was the
Anything
first
between the posts you can see.
Okay. And then look how different the color is becoming. It's oranges and reds.
Thanks for sharing, Lauren.
Gorgeous richness.
Oh, Jessica shared and Reality Check shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And Lauren's playing with the emotes of me and you.
Oh, I love that one.
And Foster's saying everybody tap the screen.
Thanks, Foster.
Angelia's asking if your arms get tired.
That's funny you ask, because my arms are just getting real tired right now. I'm going to do some more little ringy dingies.
Yeah, I'm trying to think where that copper rod went. I've got other ones, but I can't think where they are either.
It's okay.
She's making vitragraph.
These are called stringers, rods, and when we chop them up, they're called murrine. Murrine.
Jessica says it's relaxing to watch.
You can learn a lot about how quick glass cools. And because I annealed this on the way up, it's less likely to shatter.
They're used in the fused glass projects to make, like, if she's doing a picture of a witch or something like that, it'll be to make the witches'
sticks, branches,
legs, trees,
arms, legs,
brooms.
You act like I just make witches. I use murrine for everything. That's this one.
Thanks for following, MD.
Beautiful jewelry. It makes beautiful jewelry. Gorgeous jewelry. Honey, we did good tonight. You burnt the table. I burnt my shirt.
Trial and error. You learned it by trial and error, Priscilla.
Yes. This is how we learn things, just by doing them.
And they're saying it's new to them. Oh, must have got lights again. It's Amanda Lorian, and that contributed to the live goal again. And possibly the floor.
Possibly the floor. Probably not the floor. Hey, we are on we do have a wooden floor underneath us, honey. Yeah. You do want to have a set of stairs back down to the creepy basement from the inside.
That's concrete under there.
Under here? This is wood right under here.
All right, enough. This is the back end.
Where is concrete?
Over there where the furnace is.
Oh, yeah. That's the floor down there, not what we're on.
They didn't miss anything. That wasn't me that said impossibly the floor.
Oh my goodness. It gets to your back. I'm going to stand up now.
You can show them one of the straws they were asking about. If you're resting your back.
This is a straw. Not to drink out of. Okay.
We're making vitragraph, Beth. Yeah, Foster's laughing and saying, got you into trouble, Morton. And they're saying that was cool when you showed the straw.
That straw is cool. The variation in this one is so cool.
Barbara's saying, will you be doing a Christmas box? They missed the Halloween one.
And I'm going to have some more Halloween items. Not a Halloween box, but I am doing more Halloween items that will be in the... It'll be on our website soon.
The straw was so big, said Christina.
Martin did that. Now I can't bring myself to cut it. See these big pieces? They're dangerous because they're so sharp on the ends and they're too big for what I'm using them for. I like to cut about that. That's my length right there. Put some curve in it. Get into straws. Crystal Dragon Chick says, thank you for sharing this art. Sadie says, so Foster, satisfying. Why can't you drink from it? Oh, no, it's not tempered. Yeah, it's not tempered and it's also pretty thin, so it would be brittle. We're at the straws now. Why don't you guys restore it? What is it? It's we're actually purposely making the glass pieces to use in a further process of fused glass. Shattering now, it's straws. Hi in Vermont from Sheila. Now we have straws coming. I don't know what you mean by restore it, Beth. Is we're taking pieces of 96 fusible glass that's in a pot and it's being deliberately melted and drawn through the pot to form rods of glass at different thicknesses and shapes to be able to be used in pictures, jewellery pictures, bowls, and bowls to be able to be slumped and everything. Plates. Thanks, Sadie. Sadie's saying your house is beautiful. Thank you. Honey? What? If you promise to not make a really big straw, do you want to pull a straw? Is that it? It's straws now? It's at straws. We're almost to the end. What time is it, babe? Honey, what time is it? It's 7:09. Okay. It's fusible glass, Beth. It gets super dodgy now. Amy Allison saying Dane Cook, the comedian's live right now, but you're more interested. Oh my gosh, wait till you see what this is. Wait till you see what this is. I'm going to do a Morton. I'm going to do a big straw. Who wants to see a big straw? Anybody? Anybody? Honey, somebody want to see a big straw? Honey? What? Nobody said anything. Beth doesn't understand what you're making. It was glass, and it is glass, and it will always be glass. It's being melted in a kiln and drawn from the kiln into glass rods and of all different shapes and sizes to be used to be remelted in glass pieces in artwork. Straw. If you see any of Priscilla's videos when she's doing fused glass pieces, you'll see it being used in it. I don't know a better way to describe it, but if you look at Priscilla's videos, you'll see it's fusible glass and it melts and fuses together to be able to be used
to make all different kinds of coloured pictures. The hardest part is getting a grip of it.
I know, it's just shattering now.
It's because it's the making the straws now that it cools really, really fast, really close to the kiln. And when you're trying to get a grip of it to draw it, it just keeps fracturing. Yeah, it's a special kiln that's got a hole in the bottom. Thanks for the heart, mate. You use a terracotta pot loaded with the glass with a hole in the bottom of it. And as it comes out, it's at 615 degrees just now, and it becomes molten hot and starts to flow out the bottom of the kiln. And once it comes so far down, it re-solidifies into the whatever thickness or thinness of rod that you want, and you cut it off to the lengths. And you can either coil it round copper pipes, or you can leave it straight, or you can make squiggly shapes so that you can form letters and stuff in the pictures that you're doing.
Whenever you're doing the straws, you have the biggest chance of it shattering. The most dangerous part of the pull is right now. Right, honey?
Yeah, Crazy Lalas said they just started fusing glass to make jewellery and they love it.
What do you use? Do you 96 or 90?
96 or 90 glass, Crazy Lala. Priscilla likes the 96.
We sell it. We sell supplies.
Yeah.
We gotta get up on that.
This stuff's the 96 that she's making at the moment. Foster's saying they'd save the straws for me. The Crazy Lala uses 90.
Ah, bullseye. We're close to Yakagini and Wismich, and they both produce 96. Oh my gosh, this one, please let me get this one.
It's a different COE, is it called?
COE, coefficient of expansion.
If you use glasses with different COE, they don't like bond together properly and they'll fracture on you.
Okay, I gotta wait a minute. I was greedy and my fan shut off.
The battery
I need
flat.
to charge it, yeah. And I'm burning up.
The hole's what's it? That one's about an inch in the bottom of that one, isn't it?
It's
3/4 an inch.
It's however big the bottom of the pot is.
It's a terracotta plant pot made in Italy, and some of them are like 1/2 inch, some of them are 3/4 inch. So depending, yeah, crazy. They're saying a lot of people don't understand. It's not that easy to work with glass. You have to do your research. Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people think you can just use glass bottles, but you can't.
Well, you can. You can just melt a glass
Yeah,
bottle.
you can melt them, but you can't mix and match glass.
No.
You can't use glass bottles with this stuff. Just the same, you can't use stained glass with the fusible glass. You can if you're making a stained glass window. You can use
this for windows.
Yeah, you can use this for windows, but you can't use window glass for fusing.
Come on, you. You're so beautiful. I'm gonna see if they'll hang there. Typically, though, this thing can fall off, so I'll keep my hand close to it, coax it a little bit.
It eventually gets used to make these stuff.
Come on. No.
If you can see this, it gets used to make things like this.
Honey, I think it is done.
Right.
Let's see if I can get one more straw. One more straw. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, the kiln's in our workshop at the end of the church. It's the cemetery studio workshop.
Should I be cheeky and see if I can twist it?
You could, yeah. I mean, just do it slow with it being the straw. Yeah, Priscilla does that too, Crazy Lala. It's really good fun. She's been doing a lot of Halloween stuff at the moment. It's the elements to make the pictures, Beth. You use a sheet of glass and then you use these pieces to build up the pictures. And then when you put them in the kiln, they all melt and fuse flat to create the picture. The glass, as it melts and fuses, wants to form, is it 5 millimeters, Priscilla?
6 mil.
6 millimeters thick. So when you put the glass in the kiln, it can be like 10, 15 millimeters thick. It always wants to become 6 millimeters. So as you build the picture up, it flattens out and becomes 6 millimeters.
This one's gonna fall, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm getting a grip of that with being the straws a nightmare. That's what I always had trouble. But those straws are forming now because there's not enough glass in the pot for it to come out as a solid rod, and the air's going. It's basically, it's like if you see the water going out your bath as it's getting to the end of the bath. It's just the water pouring down the plug hole, and it's air going down the middle, so it forms a straw. Oh, thanks for the hi bear bandit. And the rose.
I usually stop.
And the TGIF.
You can't really get it all out. Some will be left in the pot. And then I just pack my new glass in on top of it.
Thanks, Chrissy Miss. Sent Rose. Man, you're up at 30,000 likes, Priscilla, and you got a heart me for Chrissy Miss, and you've got roses for everybody. Thank you.
I'm almost done, and I'll show you what all we've pulled. I'm getting a really good piece right now.
Yeah, they ones are neat when you lay them out because they've got all these stripes on them.
Yeah.
Those, it's about a 3/4 inch straw that when you put it on the fused glass piece, it melts down nice and flat and makes like that stripy piece on the fused glass piece.
That's a really
Finger hearts again, thank you. Oh, what's that? You got a green thing. A sweet melon, I think it is.
Oh, that sounds good.
2 sweet melons. Thank you, Chrissy Miss. And Kay sent TGIF. Thank you.
Honey.
What?
I think we're done.
Say that again, sorry?
I think we're done.
Right.
There's a little bit more in there. I might look back at it in a minute. I'm going to get my phone and show
you got fire from RX, you bet. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to get the phone and show everybody. I'll show you the hole now. We can peek up the hole now because the hole's basically empty. So, oops. So this is, that's glass I made earlier. That's red and white. That's our candy cane glass. That was from another fuse. But look at the difference in color. The machine is a vitragraph kiln. And there's the hole. See the glass up in there? There's still glass up in there. But we know that the pot is almost empty. I used a bigger pot like that tonight, not this little guy. And so you can see all the different, look at all the different sizes, shapes. So then after we finish this, we have to process it. So processing it, we cut it up, we chop it into murrine. Like, where's that bucket of murrine? This bucket here. Oh. Let's knock that over. This bucket here, this is murrine. So that's all chopped up. And when you fuse this, this looks like little pieces of candy. I use that at Christmas, Valentine's Day a lot. But I have all on the other side too. All different pieces of glass here. When I say we make this glass here, that's not sharp. That stuff's not sharp. We have a chopper. Babe, where is our chopper? Oh, grab that chopper. We have a chopper. Morton invented this chopper. But look at these. Look how gorgeous they are. Oh my gosh. I love the twist. And then over here I have some really fine pieces. Yeah. A lot of work goes into glass. And then there is that one straw that I caught. Morton has the chopper here. Here, just let it sit there, honey. This is the chopper.
Can't really see it because it's the wrong way around.
Morton invented this. You can get them that they're super duper expensive. Babe, oh my gosh, that'll be perfect to set up here. Don't do it now though. So we set this up here. We put a big Rubbermaid tub right here on a chair. And then you just go boink, boink, boink.
Depending on what size the piece
boink,
we want, we
boink.
Stick different bits of wood.
We got a stopper here.
And it stops them.
Oh my gosh, Kay subscribed. Blow kisses, Morton.
Oh, thank you.
Morton has his safety glasses on. You look so cute, honey.
Yeah, well, when you want to,
thank you so much,
you're making is these.
Morton's going to have to chop one for you. Bring the color that it's in and I'll hold the pan underneath. Oh, honey, I just showed him that. Here.
Oh, you're making.
Chop a little piece of the blue. It's good to show it in action.
Yeah, there's no, they're like the spirally pieces.
Yeah, you can still chop. Chop one of those big ones. Chop a big one more. Be careful, because it's sharp, babe. Yeah, chop him. You got your glass. Wait, let me put my safety glasses down. Wait. I had glass fly in my eye once today. Not doing it again now. Whack it again.
I don't know where it's in the basin, but I don't know
whack a couple off.
There, it's there.
I'll get it. So this little piece that he just whacked is this beautiful blue. Take this to put back on the shelf. I'm going to show you this blue. Look. The blue in the middle, look, it has an eye. Can you see it? I made an eye in the middle of that. So when you put this down, this becomes this beautiful little flower. Here, honey. But this is brilliant. Let's leave this out because you got a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. But see, this, I used to have to squeeze this with my hand. So this is a piece of board from the church. Morton clamped it to here. I have a YouTube about this that shows you just how to make this. Clamped it with here, and for like less than $20, we had something. These things cost $200, and now like you just smack it because the spring's in there, so it automatically just comes back up. How clever is that man? That man's clever. I'm going to look up here. Let's look up in the hole. This is good. I can look from back here. I'm going to try for another straw. It might not happen. He is the best. Morton is so awesome. I'm trying to get you zoomed just right. I'm going to just set you here. I'm not hooking you back up in the... You'll be able to see that there. Yes. You can see that there. Okay, glove up. Get the gloves. I might or might not be able to get one more piece. One more piece.
37,000 likes.
37,000 likes. I like that.
This and that sent you a link. It's a stained glass sink.
Hey, you don't lead a boring life.
How
Guess
does
what?
the glass drip down? It's molten glass at 659 degrees. It's basically
1600.
It's basically like treacle coming out the bottom of the. If you filled that pot with treacle, it would be like that coming out
not
of
a
it.
thing over here.
Well, what is molasses?
Molasses, yeah.
It's like molasses dripping out the bottom of the pot.
No, you gotta know when to say that's it.
Another analogy would be it's like when
you
watch lava flowing down a hillside, the molten glass is exactly the same as lava.
Ooh.
Foster's saying they suggest this angle the next time.
Oh,
because you're
great.
seeing the hole in the...
Wonderful. Thank you, Fostered. Thank you. Okay, let's turn around here. Martin, come over here. Should I crash the kiln? Now it's to crash or not.
It's
to crash the kiln or not.
So
the kiln has an hour to go. But what's in the pot is not gonna... Brimstone and treacle. What's in the pot is not going to fall out. It just won't. There's not enough left in there. I have a pot here to show you. This is a pot that I did a pull in before.
To crash it's the same as what you do with your computer. Just turn it off really fast.
Yep, turn it off. So there's still glass in here. I'll just pack my next thing like that. But these pots, they only last for about, well, different amounts of time. Typically like 10 firings. Yeah.
Go and hang them back up over.
And that's what it looks like to start.
They were hanging up where that black clip thing is at the top.
Oh, just they can hang there. Whew. Oh my gosh, it feels good to get the apron off. So so it starts out like this. We heat it up till it becomes molten lava. And this is what happens when it breaks your pot. But look how beautiful that is. I want to put... Guess you'll have to reserve me. Have you got 2 hours to wait for the kiln to... Look at that one.
Okay, he's playing with the amounts now.
Look at that. I want to do something with it. I'm going to use it in a mosaic.
You'd actually take the grinder and make that bit level.
You could do, because this is all smooth and perfect right here.
It makes a cool coaster.
Smooth and perfect right there. It would make a cool coaster. Super cool coaster. And I'll use this. I'll use this in various things too. I like clay with glass in it. But I'm going to pick up some pieces and show you now.
Kayla's saying it looks like lifesaver candy.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be a cool flower on the mural in the cabinet.
Yes. Oh, it would be. That's a really good idea. And these are great at the end of it. They clamp together. Go up on the hanger thingy. But I want to show you some of the variety. And this stuff's all cool now. Put a glove on and handle this glass. Glass cools down surprisingly fast. Surprisingly fast. So I think this was the very first piece. Oh, Morton, it is so beautiful. Denise, thanks for following.
Let's see the end of it. Put your thumbs on. That's not the first one, that's the second piece.
Okay.
The very first bit's got
Oh, I
that
see.
sort of pluggy bit on it.
This shows you what color was in the kiln. That's a really good thing to show you that. Honey, that would be so beautiful fused like that. It looks like a little bulb. Some kind of gorgeous flower. I love that.
42,000 units.
Oh my gosh, thank you. And then this, I think this was the piece, babe, that stopped me from letting Morton buy the kiln. But this is going to make gorgeous, 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 gorgeous jewelry.
You were doing that. You said you were doing a picture away or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you have registered for this event before the event, we can see everybody that's registered, and I am gonna pull a name. I didn't before. It does look like an onion. I didn't do it before, but before the thingy. But I'm gonna go back. I'll make a TikTok about it. One of you are going to win a painting, or maybe a little piece of glass. Maybe, oh my gosh, that would be the best idea. I'll fuse a piece of this glass and send it to the winner, a little pendant. That would be fun. But there's just such variety that came out of there. Look. Always make sure that you're registering for our lives. I love that piece. I want to do a realistic looking human heart and give to your surgeon. I want to do him a stunning piece. Oh my gosh, when I had my studio set up and these were all like, people could come in and they take a dish and I sell it by the ounce, and I would say, all the candy's right there. And that's what it was like. It was like they were shopping for candy. Wait till you see this piece.
You've got,
look at that.
I didn't see the name. Somebody was saying that you were
oh my gosh.
Foster's saying you've got them craving candy now.
Yeah, honey, babe. Oh. That's just what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. These straws actually came out. Look, they're more orangey. I love them. They're gonna be so cool.
They're about the same colour as the ones we already made up there.
No, honey.
Behind you.
Morton.
The ones are a bit darker, but they're about the same
They would
colour.
go together. I want to do a big bowl out of these.
Jessica.
I want to do a big bowl.
Angelia says that one's her favourite.
These
Vicky
are
says
great.
You've got a swan there.
Yeah, these are great for making super delicate. I'm gonna put these up with my other straws. Super delicate pieces. The straws make super delicate pieces. That straw is gorgeous too. Absolutely gorgeous. But we've hit 90 minutes, so I'm gonna actually. Oh, we might be able to pull.
Can you use the glass and stained glass?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have windows here that I put fused glass in. Definitely.
Janice can't wait to see what you do for Christmas.
Yes. Oh, Christmas. I'm thinking about it already.
Angelia says I would love to see you make a bowl from the straws they want.
Yes. Yes.
Sammy Han says, hi, my favourite. Hey, my favourite.
Hey,
couple.
Sammy Han. I have some serious collectors who buy my bowls. Wait, why do I have two gloves here and one glove here?
I don't know.
Where'd my other glove go? Oh, on the floor? Yeah. I have this one collector who she's actually a doctor too, Sammy Han. She has so many of my bowls. Every time I make a bowl, she does not even want to see it. She just wants it.
Sammy Han says it
just wants to buy it.
Careful.
Yeah, I had a piece hit me and it burnt my shirt. Safety glasses.
My hand says, okay, now I need a bowl.
Where's my bowl?
Next
where's my glasses? Yeah. Hey, when we come to the UK, I can bring you stuff. Okay, cross your fingers. The straw happens, and I'm going to set you down here at this angle. Move this. I like to work in tidy spots.
We don't know when.
Has to be tidy. I want to come to the UK now. I'm trying to talk Martin into coming over. Okay.
Angelia says, I can imagine each straw is a work of art.
Is that... I think that's the spot. Everybody cross your fingers. Cross your fingers, this happens.
Sammy Han says they're 20 minutes from Heathrow and they've got a guest room.
Oh, awesome. That would be amazing.
Drop number and email.
That would be amazing. Oh, there's just a little bit inside there. It's built up a little lip. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. We get one more straw. I'm going to pull it just ever so gently. It may or may not fall off. And be prepared. I don't want this to scare anybody. It can drop and fall and sound scary, can't it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Oh, we're getting one more straw. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. And this one's going to look so different. Oh no, Martin, I locked these. Oh, good, I didn't lock easy enough. I'm not going to try to do any twisting or anything with this. This is a pure bonus straw right here. Pure bonus straw. That is beautiful. We are getting the very last bit out of this kiln, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go outside and play in the hose when I'm done with this.
There's not enough weight on it for it to keep running, Shirley. They're saying, can you keep pulling until it runs out versus cutting it?
This one, I'm going to keep pulling it. This one, I promise you, this one will shatter.
It gets to the stage it shatters because it's
so
thin.
It will shatter. It's stopping right now.
Alan White says they want one of those to melt down broken vintage uranium glass pool rods to make figurines with.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's called a vitragraph kiln. You can actually use a standard kiln.
It just has to fire high enough, honey.
It's got to fire high enough, and the base of the kiln, you make a hole in. This one's got a hole about 3 inches in the bottom of it.
And what temp are we at? Tell everybody.
It's at 1650, 60 degrees.
It's going to shatter. It's going to shatter.
So if you know what temperature the uranium glass melts at, if that's high enough, your kiln's got to go high enough to melt the glass. And basically it's a standard kiln with a hole in the bottom of it. And tall enough to be able to, these plant pots are about 6 inch
gosh.
deep.
I can't believe that one came off. I can't believe we got that one. This one is just going to fall. Oh, it's done. It's done, but we got 2 bonus straws. How much time's left on the kiln, babe?
1 hour and 15.
I'm going to crash the kiln.
Shirley says, I think we're holding our breath.
I'm going to crash this kiln.
Alan says thanks for the info. It looks so fun.
It's amazingly fun. It
Nick sent you Rose.
Be safe if you do this.
You're at 47,000 likes. Yeah, make sure you've got like
wear your safety gear. Always wear your safety gear.
Gloves. You can get the leather like welders' aprons and things like that. We've got concrete backer board on the wall that's wood, and it's actually a glass mirror behind it as well.
And the other wall is brick.
And then on the floor we've got, it's a high temperature mat that you would put down at a barbecue and stuff. I'm
going to show you how to crash a kiln. People are of two thoughts of this. Some people say it doesn't hurt your kiln. Some people say it does hurt your kiln. This is why I'm crashing it though. If it was the winter, I don't crash it. It's the summer. And this thing is 1600 degrees. And it's going to hold that for another hour. But if I crash it, here you go. Let's crash it. Crashed. Nothing happens. Except now it'll cool down fast. It'll cool down really, really fast. Oh, babe, that was fun. Honey, stick your face around here and let's say bye-bye to everybody. Nora's followed. Do you want to stick that chair back there so we don't trip over that? Alexa, turn on desk.
Okay.
That was seriously fun. I hope that you learned something. And most of all, not yet. Hopefully, most of all, what you learned is be safe and try everything. Try everything. I'll show you how these are big hunks of slag glass. I'll show you how we break these up and melt these someday too. But thanks for everybody for following all the prezzies. Get over here, Morton. Morton's always so far away. Morton, thanks for doing a good job and thanks for...
Yeah, Mrs. Doyle doesn't work in here.
Honey, thank you for not getting upset when I was like, get away from the kiln.
I got to sit and do nothing.
Get away from the kiln. We're almost to 50,000. Let's stay for
300
50.
for 50, 200.
Let's stay for 50.
Oh yeah, it's Saturday tomorrow.
All the amazing things. Yeah, I want to encourage you to do everything. I want to take you all over wherever we travel.
Sammy DM'd you. Thank you.
Sammy, thanks. And yeah, we're gonna do thanks, Sammy. Thanks everybody for 50,000 likes, all the presents. Thanks for being here. I'm going to put this up on our YouTube. Happy bank holiday in Britain. Yay.
Have a good day off.
Yay.
Or knowing you being a doctor, you'll be working.
You too. Awesome.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks for watching it, and hopefully you learned a little bit about the glass. And we'll see you later.
Yeah. Cheerio now. Have a good weekend if we don't see you again.
Night. I'll be here tomorrow.
No, I'm saying if people are busy.
We're making projects tomorrow. Yep. Nighty night. Night.